It's 54 degrees outside in North Conway Village with cloudy skies. It's time to get ready for the White Mountains. This is White Mountains Today. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Bella Branham, and we have Matt in the back, our one-man production team this Saturday morning. Hey, Matt, how are you?
I keep hitting in the wrong mic thing. I'm great, Bella. How are you?
Great. I'm excited for the show today. We have a really exciting lineup, so let's take a look at what segments we have coming up. We have Eric Wilbur of Boston.com and New England Ski Journal chatting with Chris Prue about his impressions of the White Mountains during the summer of COVID and speculating on the winter ski season. And we also have the Conway Scenic Railroad. Brian Solomon shows us a great way to take in the scenery of the White Mountains and previews of the upcoming Railfans weekend. And of course, lots of watch and win. Our prizes today are two passes for guided tours at the Mount Washington Auto Road and a $25 gift card to Fields of Ambrosia, all natural bath, body, and home products located in the North Conway Village. So don't go anywhere because that's coming up in the next few segments. But first, let's jump into some weather. An area of low pressure will bring beneficial rain to the area today, along with a chance of a few strong storms. An upper-level trough will produce a few clouds and scattered showers mainly across the higher terrain on Sunday, with the remainder of the region being breezy. High pressure will build in from Canada early next week for a period of dry weather, possibly followed by some rain midweek. And today we have rain and a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Highs in the mid-60s with light and variable winds. Chance of rain is 90%. Tonight, it's cloudy with showers with a chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then partly cloudy with a chance of showers after midnight. Patchy fog, lows in the mid-50s. Southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming west after midnight. Gusts up to 25 miles per hour, and chance of rain is around 80%. And tomorrow is partly sunny. Highs in the mid-60s, winds out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts around 30 miles per hour. And tomorrow night we have partly cloudy in the evening, then clearing, with lows in the mid-40s, winds out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And taking a look at early next week, it looks like Monday is going to be sunny and 68 degrees. Tuesday, partly sunny, 69 degrees, and Wednesday, showers with 69 degrees. And taking a look up at the summit conditions. Today, the summit's in and out of the clouds with rain and a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Winds out of the south shifting west at 25 to 40 miles per hour, increasing to 35 to 50 with gusts up to 60. And that's it for the first weather report, but we have a lot coming up on the show. We have the first event report, we have our watch and win, and we have those interviews, so don't go anywhere.
This is Original, a Valley Original. This is family dining, fine dining, international seafood steak. This is independently owned, right here and only right here. It's live music, a margarita, a martini, a local brew. It's fresh from the sea and farm to table. This is a Valley Original restaurant. Look for this flag over 20 of the Mount Washington Valley's best independently owned restaurants or browse restaurants right now at thevalleyoriginals.com.
At the base of Mount Washington, you'll discover the magnificent setting of Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Bring your own bike or rent one. Walk or hike on our scenic trail system with amazing views of the Presidential Mountain Range. Enjoy a guided kayak trip along the scenic lakes and rivers of northern New Hampshire with opportunities for wildlife viewing. Relax with breakfast or lunch at the Glenview Cafe and shop for the latest tax-free clothing, outdoor gear, and gifts at Great Glen Outfitters. Visit Great Glen Trails, Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Welcome to Woodstock Inn Brewery, an 11-time Best of New Hampshire winner. It's no wonder so many people come to play and plan to stay. Enjoy the cozy yet adventurous menu of our top-rated restaurant set inside an authentic 1890s train station, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with indoor and seasonal outdoor dining options, a garden patio, the Dam Bar made from real beaver-felled logs, live music, entertainment, and more. Brewery tours are offered daily. Sample our classics like Pig's Ear Brown Ale, 4,000 Footer IPA, and Red Rack Ale. Or try our newest beers like Moody Brew or Mosaic Papaya Pale Ale, most of which are available for purchase in our gift shop or on tap. With 40 unique rooms and suites and a location central to many of the area's favorite family-friendly attractions, the Woodstock Inn Brewery is the perfect base camp for weddings, events, and your family's next White Mountains adventure. Visit WoodstockinnNH.com. Woodstock Inn Brewery, powered by New Hampshire.
The way it was is the way it is at Zeb's General Store, the ultimate New England experience. Feel what it was like to be a kid back when candy counters stretched 70 feet long and were filled with chocolate and fudge, penny candy by the pound, and old-time favorites you haven't seen in years. Explore 2 floors of delicious and unique specialty foods, toys, clothing, bath and body, and more. Unique, quality products from cottage-based companies right here in New England. Zeb's General Store is in the center of the community in more ways than one, reinvesting in village beautification and supporting community nonprofits. When you shop at Zeb's, you are a direct link in the vitality of the northern New Hampshire economy and the sustainability of locally grown businesses. Visit the best of today and yesteryear at Zeb's General Store, Main Street, North Conway Village, online at zebs.com.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today. We have a lot of really exciting things coming up on the show, so thanks for sticking with us. But for now, let's take a look at our WhiteMountains.tv live cam. Temperature in North Conway is 54 degrees. It's pretty gloomy out today, but the weather report said tomorrow's going to be better, so maybe today is the day to do some shopping.
It's a beautiful day.
You're right.
I love rainy days, so this brings a smile to my face, and it's been a while. We need rain. It's too dry around here.
It is. That is true. They did say in the weather report that this would be beneficial for us. And you can check out the North Conway live cam anytime on our website, whitemountains.tv, thanks to Zeb's General Store. An old-fashioned general store experience unlike anything else in New England. Shop online at zebs.com. And now we're going to take a look at the first half of the event report so you can plan your weekend in the White Mountains. This Monday, August 31st, International Overdose Awareness Day will be recognized by the Mount Washington Valley Supports Recovery, a local nonprofit organization formed to assist those in the community dealing with the recovery process. From 9 to 5, they will be hosting a vigil on the front lawn of their Center Conway office at 1620 East Main Street. The vigil will include a socially distanced tent with needed resources along with precautionary medical equipment and even activities to remember those lost in our community to substance addiction. A GoFundMe has also been posted where all proceeds benefit the cause. Over at Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center, the Solomon Fall Trail Running and Walking Series is still scheduled to start on Thursday, September 3rd. This running series goes every Thursday for 6 weeks and is for all abilities and ages. Racers can walk or run for long, short, or mini courses between 3:30 and 6:30 p.m. Additional parameters are in place this fall due to COVID-19 restrictions, including mandatory staggered starts and prohibition of large congregations. They kindly ask you to wear a mask while inside, wash your hands, and keep at least 6 feet apart. Prizes and awards will be given each week, and everyone is encouraged to sign up online at greatglentrails.com in advance. Join Castle in the Clouds on Thursday, September 10th for an intimate 1-hour guided castle close-up tour where you'll explore the many unique aspects of the titular castle, Lucknow. This tour will focus on its furnishings and artwork and discuss how the handcrafted pieces might reflect the lifestyle, tastes, and personalities of the original owners, Tom and Olive Plant. There are a limited number of tickets available for this tour, and they must be purchased in advance. CastleInTheClouds.org for details. And Wednesday is Cone for a Cause Day at Trails End Ice Cream Shop in Intervale. This week, 10% of sales are donated to the Carroll County Retired Senior Volunteer Program. Don't miss out on a great chance to not just treat yourself, but the community as well. And for more details on these events, check out our website, whitemountains.tv. And that's it for the first half of the event report, but of course we have a second half coming up after the break. But first, we are going to do our first Watch and Win qualifier of the show. Matt, can you give me a question?
Yeah, everyone's got questions, and we have some too, so here we go.
And this Watch and Win qualifier will be for the 2 passes for guided tours of the Mount Washington Auto Road. Fill in the blank. According to the state, an eastern coyote's average lifespan is blank years. And if you think you know the answer, call 603-356-6619 to be qualified for the 2 passes for guided tours of the Mount Washington Auto Road.
Calling all coyote people out there.
Calling all of our coyote experts.
That's right.
Hello, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
Hi, is it 10 years?
10 years. Is it 10 years, Matt? No, I'm so sorry. It is not 10 years. Okay.
Gotta love it.
You gotta love it. Hello, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
7 years.
7 years is your guess.
I will say, for people listening, that was close.
Okay, good. That's a good hint, Matt. Thank you. I'm so sorry, but it's not 7 years. Wow. Hello, thank you for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
6 years.
6 years is your guess. No, it is not 6 years, but that's a good guess because we did say
They are trending in the right direction.
Trending in the right direction. Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
8 years.
8 years, Matt. Is it 8 years? No, I'm so sorry. It is not 8 years.
That was the other direction.
Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us? No, there's no answer.
Oh no. I never thought that this would be this.
Wow. So sorry about all of this background noise.
Our phone's got a lot to say. That's
Our phone does have a lot to say. Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
Is it 9 years?
Matt, is it 9 years? No, it is not 9
So
years.
I will drop. It's on the shorter end. It's on the shorter end. So
Shorter
it's the other
left.
direction of where you guys are going.
Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
It's 8 years.
No, it is not 8 years. Wow.
I never would have thought. I'm so sorry, guys.
Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us? Hello? No.
Is it me you're
Matt, you've really
looking for?
stumped everyone with this
This
question.
was so accidental. I'm so sorry, guys.
Wow, people just call and hang up, and they can't get it.
Ugh. All right. Well, we got another one.
Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
Let's try 10.
10? It is not 10 years. It's on the
Short-
shorter side of 7.
So I can drop. You want me to drop a big hint? That'll help.
Yes, please.
So it's
Matt.
between 1 and 5 years.
Between 1 and 5 years.
So it's not above 5. It's not like 8 or 9 or 10. Actually, this shocked me. So this might be news for everyone. Oh, there we go.
Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us that's between 1 and 5 years?
It's gonna be 4.
4 years.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Congratulations! You are the winner. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Who's calling? Who am I speaking with?
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. Well, are you from the area? Are you streaming?
I'm in Bartlett.
You're in Bartlett. Well, you have just been entered into the qualifier for the Mount Washington Auto Road guided tour passes. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Please stay on the line. I'll get some information for you in just a minute.
Okay.
That was a really good question, Matt. We haven't stumped people like that in years. I feel.
Right. That was I thought for a second I was gonna have to change it up on the spot, but
Well,
hey.
it was record breaking, I think. I
Yes.
think that was the most amount of callers we've had for a question.
Someone should check that with Guinness World Records and see if I did something. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, that's it for this segment, but coming up we have the second half of the event report, a look around the White Mountains, and of course, more Watch and Win qualifiers, so don't go anywhere.
Find adventure at every turn when you take a scenic drive or guided tour on the legendary Mount Washington Auto Road. Due to its remarkable location, weather, and history, the Mount Washington Auto Road is unlike any other driving experience in the eastern United States. As you climb to the highest peak in the Northeast, you'll pass through 4 distinct climate zones and have the opportunity to stop along the way to explore trails and discover scenic vistas. The summit of Mount Washington looms at 6,288 feet and is world famous for its ever-changing weather extremes and stunning panoramic views that can stretch all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. While you're on top, visit the historic summit buildings and learn more about the mountain at the Mount Washington Observatory's interactive Extreme Mount Washington Museum. The Mount Washington Auto Road. Elevate your adventure.
Loft and Tricks and Treats in North Conway. Enchanted characters greet you as you step through the door of the Christmas Loft, entering a world where every day is the Christmas of your memories. Stroll through the wondrous Christmas village, exploring scenes of White Mountain Christmas past. The journey leads you to room after room of decorated Christmas trees, Christmas lights, holiday decor, gifts, collectibles, and New England's largest selection of ornaments. Ready for the White Mountain's most magical treats? Head to the Tricks and Treats shop for gourmet Annabelle's ice cream, crazy shakes, and more. Enjoy them on the garden patio with sunset-facing mountain views. Inside the Tricks and Treats shop is where you'll discover the spooky interactive Halloween room with costumes and decorations, plus all kinds of toys, novelty items, and gifts. Our stores bring people joy. Experience the magic of the Christmas Loft and Tricks and Treats in North Conway and North Woodstock, New Hampshire.
Time to play some baseball.
I can do baseball.
Me too.
If we can play baseball, I'm in.
Oh, we're doing baseball?
Yup.
Hang on.
No matter what the season, you rely on your home for comfort. That's why people in the White Mountains rely on White Mountain Oil and Propane. They've been here for 3 generations, family-owned and locally operated. And they're the White Mountains energy experts. With Maytag appliances, Weber grills, and System 2000 for efficient heat and nearly endless hot water. Rely on White Mountain Oil and Propane. They're always there for you.
Welcome back to White Mountains today. Let's jump into our look around the White Mountains presented by White Mountain Oil and Propane. White Mountain Oil and Propane is serving this community for 3 generations. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you. And taking a look at our Conway cam, Mount Washington is in the clouds today. And usually we have a nice, beautiful view of the valley from there, and it's about 55 degrees. And then up at the observatory deck on the summit of Mount Washington, it's 42 degrees and definitely in the clouds. There's not much visibility up there. And now we're going to take a look at our 5-day forecast so you can plan your weekend in the White Mountains. Today is rainy and 64 degrees. Tomorrow looking better, partly cloudy and 65. Monday, sunny and 68. Tuesday, partly cloudy and 69. And Wednesday, it looks like the rain's coming back and 69 degrees. So today might not be the day to be running around outdoors, but there's tons to do inside. So let's take a look at the second half of the event report. The Mount Washington Valley Chamber of Commerce would like to extend a thank you to the incredible owners and staff of the amazing and unique local businesses that make up the valley. Your diligence in dealing with the COVID crisis and necessary guidelines is very much appreciated. Hang in there and please know how much the rest of the valley cares. As always, you can keep up to date with everything in the valley by checking out mountwashingtonvalley.org, and you can even sign up for this newsletter for further weekly updates and news breaks. This week on our website at whitemountains.tv, we uploaded a pair of interviews surrounding etiquette and traveling to and recreating in the White Mountains. We asked about Washington Valley Chamber of Commerce a variety of frequently asked questions surrounding travel etiquette, and outdoor expert Mike Cherum answered some questions about the proper way to treat the natural world while recreating in it. The valley has become a hot spot this summer, and the negative effects have shown brighter than normal. Learn more about how we can work together to fix it. Again, whitemountains.tv. And pickup service is now available at the North Conway Public Library. Reservations are required and can be done via email or their online catalog, which can be found at northconwaylibrary.com. Exchanges will be made on Tuesdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. to noon and Wednesdays from 1 to 3. Some of the most talked about books and movies are available. Opening its fall season with 3 productions in alternating reps on September 9th, Weathervane Theater in Whitefield is the first theater in the country since COVID-19 to be granted permission from the Actors Equity Association to hire members of the union for an indoor production in front of an audience. This September and October, Weathervane will utilize over half a dozen members in their inaugural fall alternating rep season, consisting of Little Shop of Horrors, Miracle on South Division Street, and The World Goes Round. For more information, the full release is on whitemountains.tv. And for details on any of these events, check out our website, whitemountains.tv. And now we're going to do our second qualifier of the show for the 2 passes to the Mount Washington Auto Road. And we have a really exciting announcement. Next weekend is our Watch and Win extravaganza on whitemountains.tv. So tune in Saturday and Sunday morning to win heaps and heaps of glorious prizes, including a Thule car top kayak and paddleboard rack, a Fitbit smartwatch, clothing, gear, and apparel from Patagonia and Outdoor Research, supplemental oxygen canisters for athletic activity and recovery from Boost Oxygen, CBD products from Verdania Fields, plus local restaurant gift cards, tickets to area attractions, and more. So make sure you tune in next week because we have so many exciting prizes. But for today, we're going to jump into our second question for our qualifier for the Auto Road passes.
This will hopefully be easier than the last one.
Hopefully.
Ideally. It's very localized.
With local heroes monuments in oh my gosh, sorry. Which local heroes monument is pictured here at one of the region's most popular ski spots? Call 603-356-6619 if you know this local hero.
This might be too easy. I don't know. It's going to put us ahead of schedule, guys.
We'll see. Hi, you've reached Watch and Win. Do you have an answer?
Yes, it's Hans Schneider, and it's at Cranmore.
Is that correct,
I got
Matt?
that. I got what she was putting down.
That is correct. Congratulations. You are a qualifier for the tickets to the Mount Washington Auto Road.
Awesome.
Great. Well, and that was a lot faster. You seem to know that. Do you go to Cranmore to ski a lot?
I'm old now, but I used to ski there a lot.
Oh, well, it's a great mountain right in the center of North Conway. It's beautiful. Well, I'm going to put you on hold and get some more information from you in just a minute.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. That was a lot easier, Matt.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he's kind of a big name from what I've gathered, and I'm not even from here. So I figured it was a good one to just toss their way.
I think we owed it to our viewers to make up to them for the last one.
Definitely, yeah. The guilt was insurmountable.
Well, that was great, and we have some really exciting things coming up for the rest of the show. We have Eric Wilbur of Boston.com and New England Ski Journal chatting with Chris Prue about his impression of the White Mountains during summer of COVID and speculating on the winter ski season. Watch and Win and the Observatory Report coming up next.
Discover North Conway's favorite adventures at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Check out the new beginner-friendly, lift-serviced downhill mountain bike park. Ride the mountain coaster, Soaring Eagle zip line, and giant swing. Enjoy outdoor dining on Zip's deck.
Ride the scenic chairlift to the summit for amazing views, ice cream, hiking trails, and Tuckerman Brewery tasting room. Cranmore Mountain Resort. Fun for the whole family. Just 1 mile outside North Conway Village. Visit cranmore.com for tickets and important info.
Theater's 55th summer season runs August 3rd through the 28th. 6 alternating shows performed in person or live stream include Nice Work If You Could Get It, Speech and Debate, Heather, the Musical, Broadway Road Trip, Brush Up Your Shakespeare, and Top of the Charts. For socially distanced in-person shows or live streaming ticket information, go online to weathervanetheater.org.
Conway Scenic Railroad's summer season begins Saturday, June 20th, operating daily with trains to Conway boarding 9:30 a.m. and 3 p.m., and trains to Bartlett boarding 12:30 p.m. The Mountaineer train to Crawford Notch resumes operation June 27th, with Tuesday and Saturday trips boarding 11:30 a.m. All trains have social distancing measures in place. Boarding is 1/2 hour prior to departure.
Step back in time, high above New Hampshire Lakes region at Castle in the Clouds. Explore the 1914 mansion. Dine with a view on the terrace of the highly acclaimed Carriage House restaurant. Take a horseback trail ride or discover waterfalls along miles of hiking trails. Enjoy ice cream in the fields and feeding the giant rainbow trout. Some of our operations have changed this season to comply with COVID-19 guidelines. Visit us online for these policies, procedures, and our programs.
I didn't order a pizza.
I know. But that Parker promo saved me so much in my insurance. I brought you a little something special.
Parker, State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
You're the man, man.
You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Head to Deacon Street in North Conway Village for this thick cut of tender pork, char-grilled and finished with a sweet bourbon glaze, paired with a Templeton rye, or fresh salmon blackened in a cast-iron skillet, paired with a French martini. For dessert, a chocolate bag paired with a Maker's Mark Manhattan. Full menu at deaconst.com. Head to McGrath's Tavern Irish Pub and Restaurant for their made-from-scratch chicken cordon bleu. It's a tender breast of chicken stuffed with ham and Swiss cheese, coated in panko breadcrumbs, and topped with a Dijon cream sauce. Located on Route 16302 in North Conway. Stop by Almost There Sports Tavern and Restaurant in Albany for their famous chicken wings, barbecue steak tips, or the Grand Slam Burger, a ½ pound of Angus beef loaded with toppings, and a side of thin-cut homemade onion rings. Wash it down with a Tuckerman Pale Ale brewed just up the road. The talented staff at Margarita Grill in Glen takes amazing fresh and local ingredients and turns them into these mouth-watering fajitas. Sizzling sauteed onions and peppers, fajita sauce, jack cheese, garden greens, and fire-roasted tomato salsa, wrapped in flour tortillas. Full menu at margaritagrilLNH.com.
To find directions to these and over 20 other Valley Original restaurants, visit thevalleyoriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
Adventure Suites, North Conway's amazing theme hotel, keeps getting better. Now with a new restaurant and spa. Introducing the White Horse Saloon with full liquor license and pub menus. Cozy up to the bar. New friends and soak in the atmosphere. Head to the new state-of-the-art spa for relaxing massages and foot soaks. Great for bachelorette gatherings and mom and daughter time. Just more reasons to love Adventure Suites. One of the top 10 theme hotels in the world. Stay in one of 19 theme suites, like the Treehouse, Nightclub, Jungle, Wine Cellar, Movie Theater, or the amazing 5-level haunted castle. There's nothing else like it anywhere. Each suite includes a state-of-the-art jacuzzi or hot tub and high-end video and sound technology. Come in for a free tour and see for yourself. Adventure Suites is great for anniversaries, birthdays, or any celebration. Plan your getaway now at AdventureSuites.com. and find them on Facebook for discounts and promotions.
Style is about being inspired. At Spruce Hurricane, our style inspiration comes from the natural beauty of our surroundings. The reds and golds of autumn leaves, shining stars glistening in the night, turquoise skies that stretch to eternity. Our collection of merchandise is as diverse as the New England weather. Footwear and outerwear may be inspired by snowdrifts and ski slopes or by pastures and open fields. Handcrafted jewelry and accessories, leather belts and handbags, sweaters and jeans or boots and jackets, all are combined with color, texture, and artistry to inspire you. Explore your style inspiration at Spruce Hurricane, where the wilderness blends with city sophistication in the heart of North Conway Village. And check us out on Facebook for your daily style inspiration.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today. Thanks for sticking with us. Now we have the observatory report, and we have Nate up from the Mount Washington Observatory on the phone. Nate, thank you for being on with us today.
Hey, you're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Can you tell us a little bit about the summit conditions today?
Absolutely. Yeah, pretty exciting weekend of weather coming up here. And right now we're actually in the fog with pretty steady rain right now, and we're actually expecting that to continue for most of the day. So visibility is quite low, maybe 100 feet outside, and yeah, it's very wet out there at the moment.
Yeah, we've been looking at some of the webcams you guys have up there, and you can't even see anything from as far as the deck. Can you tell us a little bit about what tomorrow and maybe Monday look like for you all?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically what's going on right now is that the remnants of Hurricane Laura are merging with a system coming in from the northwest, and that really explains today's rainfall. But then what's going to happen is that system moving in from the northwest is really going to develop and get quite strong over the next 24 hours as it moves to the northeast. And what that's going to do for us is it's going to lead to sort of characteristic wintertime conditions where we have tightening pressure gradient as the storm develops and really strong northwesterly winds coming in. So tomorrow we're really expected to stay in the clouds the whole day. Rain showers will probably taper off a bit, but the big story for tomorrow is really going to be winds picking up and getting into that hurricane force territory. So we're really expecting strong northwest winds from 65 to 85 miles per hour tomorrow.
Wow.
Gusts potentially up to 100 miles an hour. And with that, temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day tomorrow and getting into the mid-30s tomorrow. So definitely some very cold, wet, and windy conditions.
Wow, well, it sounds like you guys have a busy day tomorrow with those really high gusts of wind. Can you tell us what the forecast for the valley is looking like?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think in the valley we're expected to see still a fair bit of rain today as well, and temperatures also dropping to unseasonably low temperatures, so temperatures in the mid-60s for today and tomorrow. And I think that for tomorrow, unlike the summits, I think the valley should have clear to partly sunny skies tomorrow. But then also, I think we will see definitely some stronger winds for the valley as well. So west-northwest winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour, with potentially gusts up to 30 miles an hour even. So definitely going to be a breezy day in the Mount Washington Valley.
Well, Nate, thank you so much for speaking with us. We really appreciate it.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Have a great rest of your day.
You as well.
Bye. Well, that was Nate from the Mount Washington Observatory, and it sounds like they have a lot going on tomorrow.
It's a pretty intense update from the guys up top there.
What definitely was winter conditions and gusts up to 60 to almost 100 miles an hour. Must be exciting for them.
Some partying up there, yeah. Right. Some big wind parties, the whole deal. That's how they do it.
And now we are going to do another Watch and Win qualifier, and this is for the Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. Matt, can you give me a question?
Question incoming. Here we go. This is a movie one, guys, and it's a popular movie.
Based on this description alone, what is this New England-based movie? A genius yet working-class Bostonian struggles to maximize his potential while battling his personal demons with his heartbroken psychologist. And if you think you have the answer, call 603-356-6619. We have our first caller. Never mind. Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting.
Dang, here we go.
Congratulations. You are correct. You are now a qualifier for the Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. Well, I'm going to put you on hold.
Thank you.
I'm going to put you on hold and get some information for you in just a minute. Good Will Hunting. That was an easy one. I feel like a lot of New Englanders would know that answer.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. But hey, I love that movie, so I had to make a question about it.
It's a great movie. It's a classic and features Boston. So, of course, everyone is like, it's Boston.
And the late, great Robin Williams.
Right. So that was it for this segment. But upcoming, we have Eric Wilbur of Boston.com and the New England Ski Journal chatting with Chris Prue about his impressions of the White Mountains this summer and speculating the winter season, so don't go anywhere.
You've spent the day playing in the White Mountains. What's next? If a delicious treat, relaxing beverage, or patio dinner sound good, here are 3 great ideas. For ice cream, the place to go is Trails End. Trails End ice cream has been the Valley's favorite now for years and is known for having the biggest scoops and the friendliest staff. Their hard ice cream is locally made and comes in many flavors. Plus, they have creamy soft serve, mountainous sundaes, and thick shakes. They're open daily at 3 locations, across from the Scenic Vista in Intervale and in North Conway at Settlers Streetside and Settlers Green. For freshly brewed craft beer on a garden patio, go to the Woodstock Inn Brewery. They're one of New Hampshire's original 3 craft breweries and have a varied and delicious menu to go with your pint or tasting flight. Woodstock Inn Brewery is in North Woodstock, 1 mile west of Lincoln. For authentic Italian cuisine served al fresco on a Tuscan-themed patio, go to Vito Marcello's Italian Bistro. Enjoy food from recipes passed down through generations, imported Italian wines, and lavish specialty cocktails in the relaxing twilight. Vito Marcello's is located in North Conway Village. Stay tuned to see more restaurants or browse on demand at whitemountains.tv.
Lost River Gorge in Boulder Caves is one of New Hampshire's greatest natural wonders and an unforgettable adventure. Discover your adventure at LostRiverGorge.com.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
Through our love promise, Subaru and our retailers are proud to be replanting 500,000 trees in areas devastated by wildfires. Subaru, more than a car company.
Daddy, what's that big moving house thing?
It's a motorhome, Junior. Modern invention.
Modern invention? We carried our homes with us since, like, forever.
Yeah, but humans have Geico to protect them. Something goes wrong, they're covered. What do we have?
What could go wrong? Ooh, a feather.
A feather? Duck, Junior!
That's no duck, Daddy. That's a vulture!
Geico for RVs. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more. Gene, did you know Geico is now offering an extra 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies?
That's great.
That's 15% on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? John Stamos to knit you a scarf?
I'll finish, Jane. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I give.
Stitch work is impeccable.
That's just a double fleck pattern with a reverse garter stitch. No big deal.
Is your hair this soft?
Softer.
Geico. Save an extra 15% when you switch by October 7th.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today. Now we have our interview with Eric Wilbur of Boston.com, and after we have more Watch and Win, so don't go anywhere.
Hi everyone, you're watching White Mountains TV. I'm Chris Bruin. I'm joined by Eric Wilbur of Boston.com and New England Ski Journal, and we're going to talk all things White Mountains right now. Thanks for joining us today, Eric.
No problem. Thanks, Chris. It's exciting.
First of all, you are in the Boston area, but you've been up to the White Mountains several times this summer. What's your overall impression of life in the White Mountains this summer? How has your experience been different in this summer of COVID?
You know, it's been interesting because your attractions are limited, but it has been a place to escape. And for my family, that's been great. We have a second home in Madison. And so it's always a great place to kind of go for some quiet, to escape the craziness of everything. Unfortunately, I think that's been the case for millions of people this year. And I think you obviously know the situation of the White Mountains right now with a lot of tourists just being completely disrespectful and trashing the place and, using it as a bathroom and leaving litter all over the place. It's terrible, and it's awful. And I think that more needs to be said about what an important, issue this is. That being said, when I've been to the White Mountains, It's been very, Conway and the Mount Washington Valley in particular, very vigilant with the mask wearing. For example, my family and I were at Cranmore, and we did the mountain coaster. And we were in line, and the attendant had a mask on, and the people in back of us came, and it was a mother and father and a son, no masks. The attendant was immediately on them saying, you have to wear a mask, so you have to get in line. They refused. So he sent them walking. It was kind of a scene. And we applauded the attendant, because he did his job. He did exactly what he had to do. And he was concerned he was going to get, reprimanded by management. And it's like, no. No, you did the right thing. Do not worry about that. That's just one example of what I've seen from people in New Hampshire as far as understanding what we have to do to get past this. Yep. And, even on the way up, driving up that long road on 16, stopping at the grocery store and seeing people in back of me shed their masks and knowing they're from Massachusetts by the way they're talking about what they passed on the way up. It's like, no, because it's another state does not give you free reign. It doesn't mean that, the rules are off because you're now on vacation. So I think what New Hampshire is doing in terms of getting the word out and making sure people follow the rules very vigilantly has been good. And I think in the long run, it's really going to help us out, hopefully.
Yeah. How does that make you feel about the Mount Washington Valley? You mentioned the vigilance. I know our Chamber of Commerce and other local tourism agencies and the state itself have been very good about, promoting these precautions because it's really enabled New Hampshire as well as, a lot of northern New England to be a place to go this summer when other places were shut down. So how does that make you feel as a regular, visitor and someone who enjoys recreating in the White Mountains?
Great. Makes me feel great because it makes me know that, well, first of all, it means that the ski season is going to be a little bit more protected, which is, let's face it, our main focus. Yeah. But it also makes me feel like, we're taking this seriously and we're not going to make it into a political issue. We understand that what we need to do is wear a mask. We need to stay away from each other, blah, blah, blah. The Valley in particular, I think has just been really good at it. I know that, Jackson, the town of Jackson, their PR people have been great about saying, look, here's some pictures and it's great, but stay away because we need to do this. Terry from Red Parker Pub has been phenomenal in her Facebook posts in basically laying on the line, like, this is the way it's going to be. If you don't like it, go elsewhere. Yeah. And I think a lot of that honesty has been really good in terms of getting people to understand. Now, the people in line at Cranmore, lost cause, right? I'm not sure what it's going to take to get them to understand. But the fact that someone like that is there and laying down the law, when I've got my 3 kids in line at the same time, concerned about who's breathing on whom, really means a lot to me. So that sort of understanding of the whole situation has been, really, really good up in the White Mountains this year.
Right. You mentioned ski season. We're going to talk about ski season a little bit in just a moment. But I think most of us understand that this is an ongoing trial, and I think the better we deal with this and the better we do, it's going to bode well for having, an active ski season and not having the ski season shut down completely. So I think that's what is on a lot of our minds. We want to see this continue, and, a little sacrifice here and there goes a long way to making that future a reality. What are some of the things that you've done this summer? What are your tips for someone who might be coming up to enjoy either late summer or early fall here in the White Mountains? What should they think about doing?
I think hiking is the safest sport you can do, right? You can get out in the mountains, you can be socially distant from each other. And it's important to understand the ramifications of that though, right? Like, we've had a lot of novice hikers up in the White Mountains this year, which has led to the trashing. So I think if you're going to get out there and you're going to do stuff like that, if you're going to go to a place like Jackson Falls, which I did, which was a beautiful, beautiful morning. And side note there, that was a place where my parents wanted to go. We wanted to go with them. I was a little hesitant because am I contributing to the problem here by overcrowding a place like that? And luckily enough, Jackson Falls is about 8 parking spots, and that there's not much else you can do there. Things like that, like, don't just park on the road if you can't find a spot. there's a reason why those cones are up there. There's a reason why people are telling you to go a different way. Follow the rules, and everyone can have a nice fall and hopefully lead it into a great winter. That's going to be very different, but still, I believe can happen.
And what's been your impression of the local businesses? You mentioned the staff at Cranmore. Local restaurants up here in the northern counties of New Hampshire have been able to open for business earlier than some of the counties in southern New Hampshire and even Massachusetts. What's been your experience, patronizing some of these local businesses?
Well, like I said, the Red Parker Pub, I think, has been great with their Facebook stuff. It's been entertaining to go on there and see like just the vigilance and we're all in this together, except for you people not following us. Then you're out. We've only been able to eat out a couple of times. Delaney's is always, as usual, their service is bar none. Doing takeout there at their new window was perfect. Jalisco, the Mexican restaurant in town, perfect situation. I think that, we had ice cream at the new Trick or Treat, I think it is. And again, great experience. And it's just that those dining experiences may be different, I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to go belly up at the bar at Delaney's is. It may not happen for quite a time. Yep. But that doesn't mean that establishment's not going to be there and that we're not going to, go and enjoy the food and the ambiance that we've always had there.
Yeah, I know each time I enjoy something like that, I appreciate a little bit more the effort that it took to bring us something that we used to take for granted.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about winter. Are you getting excited for winter? The temperature's starting to get a little bit cooler. Fall is in the air. What are your thoughts on this upcoming winter? Do you think we're going to have a ski season?
It's funny. This has been a stranger off season than others because skiing has been on everyone's minds more than the normal, right? Usually it's about getting the right equipment or which pass you're going to buy. Now it's about getting the right equipment, which pass you're going to buy, and can I use it, which is the biggest question on all. I think, Vail just released their stipulations for the season where they're going to require reservations, including Epic Pass holders. I think that's a situation that had to happen, particularly when you think about crowded places like Stowe, just going to be totally overcrowded. I think places like Black in Jackson are going to be an interesting mountain to look at this year because obviously the social distancing is perfect there with the chairlifts that are, as old as can be. Terrain that's bar none, especially on a powder day. But it's not exactly an après scene there at Black Mountain. I think a place like that can thrive. Saddleback up in Maine, that's going to be resurrected this year, may also, again, that might be another place that can do really well. The places I'm really curious about, though, are, like the party places, Killington, maybe Loon, for instance. How are they going to do, and what is the attraction going to be in a place, Sunny River too, a place where known for such après scene? Because I think that's going to be gone, and I think maybe that will turn a lot of people off, which means maybe this will be a great year for skiing because it's going to be, skiers at heart out there, not the party goers. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see, especially in the Valley with Attitash and Wildcat, what Vail does. I mean, we've got their initial guidelines, but they're the company that went out first last March. I was at Okemo doing a piece last year, and we skied Saturday, and by Saturday night, the season was over.
Yep.
So that kind of immediacy, which Vail did it with, and I wonder if they'll pull the plug again. They did in Australia, in New Zealand with their properties. Something to watch there. Particularly, they already did it at Wildcat, right? They were going to open the chairlift for scenic views and then off like that. That's going to be a situation to watch. So, if you're using your Epic Pass, looking to go to Attitash and Wildcat, that's something to keep an eye on. Again, I think Black is the black sheep.
Yep.
And that's not the right term to use, but that is the nugget in the Valley that no one's paying attention to. I think they could have a huge year this year.
Yeah, I think there was a great demand for outdoor recreation this summer. Places like Great Glen Trails that rents mountain bikes and offers riding on maintained trails. They had a banner year. You mentioned Cranmore Mountain Resort and their new bike park. I know they had a great summer, so it'll be interesting to see if this carries over. I think there might be a new appetite for just being outdoors in this age of COVID, especially during the winter as we head more indoors, which is of course where we know the virus is most contagious.
Yeah, I think I knew a lot of people were using at the mountains this summer as a test to see how that goes and then look towards winter. I think what's happened is it's gone pretty well. So I think that's something to take in heart and say, okay, the ski season is going to be different. I'm going to have to plan a lot differently than I normally would. And I'm not going to have, the roaring bachelor party that I had, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But it is going to be about getting out in the mountains. It is going to be about learning how to ski. And maybe that's going to mean a lot of newcomers too. That's great for the sport, right? Yeah. We're always looking for new people to ski because the business has to go up, up, up. So hopefully, fingers crossed, people want to get out in the mountains this year and understand the rules and can, learn to ski, and we can grow this sport at a time when it definitely needs it.
Yep, absolutely. That's one of the goals of Ski New Hampshire, the Mount Washington Valley Chamber of Commerce, and other organizations is getting new skiers into the sport, and this might be just the thing to help make that right. Eric Wilbur, anything else you want to say before we say goodbye?
Nope. Hope to be back up soon. Hope it snows, sooner than later.
I could use a couple more months anyway.
Yeah, well, maybe one. We'll give you one. Okay?
Eric Wilbur from Boston.com and New England Ski Journal. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great fall.
Thank you very much. You too.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Breakfast is served at Priscilla's. This Belgian waffle is made from Priscilla's special recipe, topped with ripe, fresh sliced strawberries and 100% real whipped cream. Located in North Conway Village. Feast your eyes on Cafe Noche's signature chicken Monterey dish, made with sautéed chicken and vegetables folded in a tortilla with thyme, garlic, and honey, topped with queso sauce. Or try a combination beef, chicken, vegetable fajita, made with a medley of fresh vegetables served on a sizzling hot plate.
To find directions to these and over 20 other Valley Original restaurants, visit thevalleyoriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
Imagine feeling fearless at the dentist. Imagine strengthening enamel while preventing cavities 70%. Act anti-cavity. Stop imagining. Start acting. And get anti-cavity protection with our dye-free ice formulas.
The reviews are in for the newest breakfast and lunch restaurant in North Conway, 27 North.
I like the small town vibe. It's a really friendly place. It's a very eclectic menu, so you can get a little bit of everything. You feel like you're at home.
Skills come out, the food's always really hot. It's very good. It stays warm the whole time. You got that sizzle in the plate.
It was amazing.
27 North in North Conway Village, behind Badger Realty.
End your day in the White Mountains at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. The Shovel Handle serves upscale American pub food in the incredible atmosphere of a restored 1842 post and beam barn. The food is great. Appetizers like loaded nachos, entrees like cedar plank roasted salmon, Maine blueberry and maple barbecue ribs, and Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips, plus salads, sandwiches, pasta, and more. It's all served by a friendly and accommodating staff. Dine with views of Black Mountain, or relax at the bar with friends as live music plays in the background. The Shovel Handle Pub is one of New England's premier wedding venues. Located on site, Whitney's Inn offers overnight accommodations featuring 27 guest rooms, suites, and cottages, an outdoor heated pool and stocked trout pond. Alpine skiing and cross-country skiing are just outside the door, with hiking, golf, waterfalls, and summer attractions minutes away. Whitney's Inn and the Shovel Handle Pub, Jackson, New Hampshire.
For skin as alive as you are, don't settle for silver. Gold Bond. Champion your skin.
Conway Scenic Railroad's summer season begins Saturday, June 20th, operating daily with trains to Conway boarding 9:30 a.m. and 3 p.m., and trains to Bartlett boarding 12:30 p.m. The Mountaineer train to Crawford Notch resumes operation June 27th, with Tuesday and Saturday trips boarding 11:30 a.m. All trains have social distancing measures in place. Boarding is 1/2 hour prior to departure.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today. Thanks for sticking with us this Saturday morning. We have some really exciting stuff coming up for the rest of the show. We have more events, we have weather, we have Watch and Win. So let's jump into the weather report. An area of low pressure will bring beneficial rain to the area today, along with a chance of a few strong storms. An upper level trough will produce a few clouds and scattered showers, mainly across the higher terrain on Sunday, with the remainder of the region being breezy. High pressure will build in from Canada early next week for a period of dry weather, possibly followed by some rain midweek. And looking at today, we have rain, a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, highs in the mid-60s with light and variable winds, and the chance of rain is 90%. Tonight, we're cloudy with showers with a chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then partly cloudy with a chance of showers after midnight. Patchy fog, lows in the mid-50s, and southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming west after midnight. Gusts up to 25 miles per hour, and chance of rain is 80%. Tomorrow, we're partly sunny, highs in the mid-60s, west winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. And taking a look at early this coming week, it looks like Monday is going to be sunny and 68, Tuesday partly cloudy and 69, and Wednesday the rain is going to come back and it's around 69 degrees. And we're going to take a look up at the summit of Mount Washington. Today they're in the clouds with rain and a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Winds out of the south shifting west at 25 to 40 miles per hour. Increasing to 35 to 50 with gusts up to 60. And that's it for the weather report. Now let's take a look at what we have coming up on the rest of the show. We have Conway Scenic Railroad with Brian Solomon showing us a great way to take in the scenery of the White Mountains and previews of the upcoming Rail Fans Weekend. We have more news and events, and of course, our Watch and Win drawing and another qualifier for the Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. But for now, let's take a look at the first half of the event report. This Monday, August 31st, is International Overdose Awareness Day, and it will be recognized by the Mount Washington Valley Supports Recovery, a local nonprofit organization formed to assist those in the community dealing with the recovery process. From 9 to 5, they will be hosting a vigil on the front lawn of their Center Conway offices at 1620 East Main Street. The vigil will include a socially distanced tent with needed resources along with precautionary medical equipment and even activities to remember those lost in our community to substance addiction. A GoFundMe has even been posted where all proceeds benefit the cause. Over at Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center, the Solomon Fall Trail Running and Walking Series is still scheduled to start on Thursday, September 3rd. This series runs every Thursday for 6 weeks and is for all abilities and ages. Racers can walk or run for the long, short, or mini courses between 3:30 and 6:30 p.m. Additional parameters are in place this fall due to the COVID-19 restrictions, including mandatory staggered starts and prohibition of large congregations. They kindly ask you to wear a mask when inside, wash your hands, and keep at least 6 feet apart. Prizes and awards will be given each week, and everyone is encouraged to sign up online at greatglentrails.com in advance. Join Castle in the Clouds on Thursday, September 10th for an intimate 1-hour guided Castle close-up tour, where you'll explore the many unique aspects of the titular castle, Lucknow. This tour will focus on the furnishings and artwork and discuss how the handcrafted pieces might reflect the lifestyle, tastes, and personalities of the original owners, Tom and Olive Plant. There are a limited number of tickets available for this tour, and they must be purchased in advance. CastleInTheClouds.org for more details. And Wednesday is Cone for a Cause Day at Trails End Ice Cream Shop in Intervale. This week, 10% of the sales are donated to the Carroll County Retired Senior Volunteer Program. Don't miss out on a great chance to not just treat yourself, but the community as well. And for more details on these events, visit our website, whitemountains.tv. So now we're going to do our first watch and win drawing of the show for the 2 passes to the Mount Washington Auto Road. If we can get a drum roll.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. I misunderstood. Maybe I'm looking for a drum roll. Maybe everyone can imagine it just like last weekend.
Imagine the drum roll, the imaginary drum roll in your head. Our winner of the first prize is Mary Jane Prue. Very exciting. Our winner for the 2 passes to the Mount Washington Auto Road. But don't be defeated, because now we have another qualifier for the Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. Matt, can you throw a question up on the screen?
Sure. Oh, I missed the intro. There it is anyways.
There's the question. And let's give people a second to think. And while they do that, we are going to talk about the Watch and Win Extravaganza next weekend. Very exciting. We have lots of fun prizes up for grabs. We have a Thule car top kayak rack and paddleboard rack, a Fitbit smartwatch, clothing, gear, and apparel from Patagonia and Outdoor Research, supplemental oxygen canisters for athletic activity and recovery from Boost Oxygen, CBD products from Verdania Fields, plus local gift certificates, tickets, and area attractions, and more. So, I think that was enough time. Let's get some answers for the question, which is, who was the last captain of the Boston Red Sox? And let's see if we have any people who might have an answer.
Calling all baseball fans.
Calling all baseball fans, Red Sox, Boston fans, anyone. There we go. Hi, thanks for calling White Mountains today. Do you have an answer for us? Hello? Oh, no? Maybe next time.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Hi, thanks for calling White Mountains today. Do you have an answer for us?
Good morning. I think it's A, Jason Fairtex.
Is it A? Yes, it is. Congratulations. You got it on the first try. Are you streaming? Are you watching from home?
I'm right up here on Hurricane Mountain.
Hurricane Mountain. Well, great. You've just been entered into the drawing to win the Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. So congratulations. Yay. It's very exciting. So thank you so much for calling, and we're going to put you on hold and just get some information from you in just a minute. She sounds very excited.
I would be, Lots of good stuff to win here.
Lots of good stuff. This weekend, next weekend, every weekend. We always have good stuff.
That's right.
And so that's it for this segment, but coming up, we have our Watch and Win drawing, more events, and more weather, so don't go anywhere.
Style is about being inspired. At Spruce Hurricane, our style inspiration comes from the natural beauty of our surroundings. The reds and golds of autumn leaves, shining stars glistening in the night, turquoise skies that stretch to eternity. Our collection of merchandise is as diverse as the New England weather. Footwear and outerwear may be inspired by snowdrifts and ski slopes, or by pastures and open fields. Handcrafted jewelry and accessories, leather belts and handbags, sweaters and jeans or boots and jackets, all are combined with color, texture, and artistry to inspire you. Explore your style inspiration at Spruce Hurricane, where the wilderness blends with city sophistication in the heart of North Conway Village. And check us out on Facebook for your daily style inspiration.
Discover North Conway's favorite adventures at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Check out the new beginner-friendly, lift-serviced downhill mountain bike park. Ride the mountain coaster, Soaring Eagle zipline, and giant swing. Enjoy outdoor dining on Zip's deck. Ride the scenic chairlift to the summit for amazing views, ice cream, hiking trails, and Tuckerman Brewery tasting room. Cranmore Mountain Resort. Fun for the whole family. Just 1 mile outside North Conway Village. Visit cranmore.com for tickets and important info.
Imagine not worrying about dry mouth during your presentation. Imagine not thinking about dry mouth on date night. Act Dry Mouth to soothe, moisturize, and feel like yourself again. Stop imagining. Start acting.
Daddy, what's that big moving house thing?
It's a motorhome, Junior. Modern invention.
Modern invention? We carried our homes with us since, like, forever.
Yeah, but humans have Geico to protect them. Something goes wrong, they're covered. What do we have?
What could go wrong? Ooh, a feather.
A feather. Duck, Junior!
That's no duck, Daddy. That's a vulture.
Geico for RVs. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Find adventure at every turn when you take a scenic drive or guided tour on the legendary Mount Washington Auto Road. Due to its remarkable location, weather, and history, the Mount Washington Auto Road is unlike any other driving experience in the eastern United States. As you climb to the highest peak in the Northeast, you'll pass through 4 distinct climate zones and have the opportunity to stop along the way to explore trails and discover scenic vistas. The summit of Mount Washington looms at 6,288 feet and is world famous for its ever-changing weather extremes and stunning panoramic views that can stretch all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. While you're on top, visit the historic summit buildings and learn more about the mountain at the Mount Washington Observatory's interactive Extreme Mount Washington Museum. The Mount Washington Auto Road. Elevate your adventure.
Experience magic and wonder year-round at the Christmas Loft in Tricks and Treats in North Conway. Enchanted characters greet you as you step through the door of the Christmas Loft, entering a world where every day is the Christmas of your memories. Stroll through the wondrous Christmas Village, exploring scenes of White Mountain Christmas past. The journey leads you to room after room of decorated Christmas trees, Christmas lights, holiday decor, gifts, collectibles, and New England's largest selection of ornaments. Ready for the White Mountain's most magical treats? Head to the Tricks and Treats shop for gourmet Annabelle's ice cream, crazy shakes, and more. Enjoy them on the garden patio with sunset-facing mountain views. Inside the Tricks and Treats shop is where you'll discover the spooky interactive Halloween room with costumes and decorations, plus all kinds of toys, novelty items, and gifts. Our stores bring people joy. Experience the magic of the Christmas Loft and Tricks and Treats in North Conway and North Woodstock, New Hampshire.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today. Now we have our interview with Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad.
You're watching White Mountains TV. I'm Chris Prue in our North Conway studios, and I'm joined by Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad in downtown North Conway Village. Thank you for joining us today, Brian.
How you doing? I'm doing pretty good.
You guys have had a very busy summer offering train rides to Conway and other places in the White Mountains for all of our many visitors this summer to enjoy. Tell us what your operations are like right now as we record this at the end of August and what they're going to be like going through September and the foliage season.
Yeah, we've been really busy. We've put on extra cars and extra trains. We're presently running 4 Mountaineers a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday from our North Conway station to up over Crawford Notch to Crawford Station. Starting September 14th, we're going to do that 5 days a week. So we're going to do Tuesday through Saturday, and we might even go to a Sunday operation if there's enough demand. And we're actually extending the run to Fabian, which we do every fall, so you get views of Mount Washington. So that's one thing, and we're also doing 4 Valley trains a week. And the Valley trains run, obviously, in the Mount Washington Valley. We do 2 to Conway in the morning, and then 2 in the afternoon to Bartlett. And those trains have been extremely popular. In fact, we've added cars on those, and sometimes we actually run an extra train if there's enough people.
What is, for someone who's never done, taken a ride on the Conway Scenic Railroad before, describe the attraction. What's the allure of taking a train ride here?
This is really an historic experience. I mean, this is a throwback to before there were automobiles, certainly with the Valley Train. We're talking, 19-teens and 1920s era passenger equipment. This is the experience of how it was to travel from town to town before there were really good roads. This is a real vintage experience, and we pride ourselves in having this ancient equipment. I mean, it's fun to ride on. It's got a real clunky feel to it. I mean, these are old steel coaches, and it's very popular. As I mentioned, a lot of days we're just about sold out, and so that's the Valley Train. But our real biggest attraction, especially in the fall, is our Mountaineer, formerly known as the Notch Train, and that goes right from here in North Conway up over Crawford Notch, and that offers some really stunning vistas as you get up the mountains. I mean, when you get up to Crawford Notch, there's just a panoramic vista of the whole Mount Washington Valley. And we go over two big, tall bridges. One is the Frankenstein Trestle, not named for the monster, but rather some artists that had the name Frankenstein who were from Germany. And the Willybrook Bridge, named for the Willey family, who unfortunately had a bit of an incident with a house that kind of got washed away by some mud. That's not going to happen to you guys. But yeah, no, it's a real popular, very popular run. We have two dome cars, which are Bud built. Bud was a railway car manufacturer in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in the 40s and 50s, and they built these glorious Vista domes where they have glass tops, so you get panoramic view all the way around. Those are our premium seats, and they tend to sell out all autumn long, but they're extremely popular, and people absolutely love to travel on them.
What a way to see White Mountain foliage on the Conway Scenic Railroad. Let's talk about difference in operations this summer and fall compared to doing in terms of COVID. Do people have to book in advance? Give us the rundown of what people have to do to enjoy their ride.
You can actually walk up and buy a ticket. We request that people book in advance when they can because of capacity. We're greatly limited. Each of our cars can carry about 30% of what we normally do. We have strict social distancing on our open cars, our coaches. When I say open, not to the outside, but there's open seating. What we do is we separate people by a minimum of 6 feet between groups, more if possible. On our higher priced cars, we've installed various types of protection. We've got compartments, we've got curtains, so that people can have a safe area to themselves. So that, we've put a lot of money into upgrading and improving and altering our equipment so that people still have the experience to train travel with the comfort and security necessary because of the COVID pandemic. What we do is we also sanitize all of our trains before each run. Our sanitizing crew will come through and we use airline-grade sanitizing materials so that the cars are germ-free.
All right. We were talking with Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad. You mentioned people can come up to the window and buy a ticket now, but they probably do want to book in advance, especially for foliage season, right?
Yes, we do. We allow walk-ups. For foliage, you should. At the Mountaineer, I can tell you right now, a lot of the September trains are already sold out. I mean, it varies on the day, and we're going to be looking to put extra coaches on. So where the first class might sell out, we'll still have coaches available where we can. We do have extra coaches in the yard, and we're looking to retrofit some of our cars to make more cars available to make sure we can handle peak capacity. Generally, we shut off ticket sales about 15 minutes before the train leaves, depending on availability. Again, it's best to book either online or you can call us at 603-356-5251 is our phone number, and it's conwayscenic.com is our website. So those are great ways to get a hold of us. And again, we're going to be running as many trains as we can. We've had challenges in that we can't get enough people to work for us some of the time. So in some of the more important positions, we've got plenty of capacity, but in other, we're actually looking for people.
All right. So can they apply right online? Reach out to you?
They need to actually, if they call, they can either call it. We have on our Facebook site, if they contact Rhonda at conwayscenic.com, she handles all of our interviews and employment, HR type stuff. So, or they can call the office and they'll put them in touch with somebody.
I know there are probably a lot of people out there watching this whose have had a dream of, someday working for the railroad. Maybe some retirees out there looking to...
There's been no better time. If you're interested in working for Conway Scenic, we will talk to you.
And before we let you go, let's mention you have a big event coming up Labor Day weekend, Rail Fans Weekend. Tell me about that. That's true,
yeah. The rail fans are the railway enthusiasts, and they're some of our biggest supporters, and they love all this vintage equipment. And so what we're doing is we have a collection of vintage freight cars. And normally we don't operate them except for maintenance purposes. But what we do is we put them together, and we'll be running a couple of photo freights, 2 on the Saturday, September 5th. And then on Sunday, September 6th, we're doing a special Mountaineer with a vintage. We have an Electromotive F unit, which is actually owned by the 470 Club, which is the private club. And it's a streamlined locomotive from the 1940s and 50s. And that'll be leading the Mountaineer going up to.
All right, we've been talking with Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad. His connection cut out at the end. But for more information on any of the rides, late summer, fall foliage, or Railfans weekend event coming up, you can visit conwayscenic.com. You're watching White Mountains TV.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Feast your eyes on the Sicilian sauté at Delaney's. Locally sourced Italian sausage and shrimp, sautéed with local mushrooms, fire-roasted artichokes, and tomatoes. Tossed with their 5-cheese tortellini and a tomato vodka cream sauce, served on a bed of fresh baby spinach. Menu at Delaney's.com. Head to J-Town Deli for these hearty lunch options. Chicken spinach curry veggie soup, Tuscan herb chicken sandwich with fresh tomatoes and melted provolone cheese. Quiche with bacon, roasted red peppers, grilled asparagus, and cheddar provolone cheeses. And lemon meringue, traditional whoopie pie, and an Oreo ball, all made with love. Full menu at jtowndeli.com. Find this delicious offering at the Christmas Farm Inn. Seared scallops with ginger pea and cilantro gremolata, served with roasted candied sweet potatoes. Goes well with wine, a martini, or a specialty cocktail, or a bourbon or whiskey from their pub's extensive selection. Menu at ChristmasFarmInn.com. Spend an evening at Max's at Snow Village Inn for fresh Maine Coast oysters, rack of lamb, or catch of the day. Pair it with a specialty cocktail or a selection from their upscale affordable wine list. Or go for the mouth-watering burger and a local beer. Full menu at SnowVillageInn.com.
To find directions to these and over 20 other Valley Original restaurants, visit TheValleyOriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
Welcome to Woodstock Inn Brewery, an 11-time Best of New Hampshire winner. It's no wonder so many people come to play and plan to stay. Enjoy the cozy yet adventurous menu of our top-rated restaurant, set inside an authentic 1890s train station, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with indoor and seasonal outdoor dining options, a garden patio, the Dam Bar, made from real beaver-felled logs, live music, entertainment, and more. Brewery tours are offered daily. Sample our classics like Pig's Ear Brown Ale, 4,000-footer IPA, and Red Rack Ale. Or try our newest beers like Moody Brew or Mosaic Papaya Pale Ale, most of which are available for purchase in our gift shop or on tap. With 40 unique rooms and suites and a location central to many of the area's favorite family-friendly attractions, the Woodstock Inn Brewery is the perfect base camp for weddings, events, and your family's next White Mountains adventure. Visit WoodstockinnNH.com. Woodstock Inn Brewery, powered by New Hampshire.
When pain wears you down, you need fast relief. And new Icy Hot Dry Spray delivers. Feel it working instantly, providing powerful relief to muscles and joints. Icy to dull, hot to relax. New Icy Hot Dry Spray.
Adventure Suites, North Conway's amazing theme hotel, keeps getting better. Now with a new restaurant and spa. Introducing the White Horse Saloon with full liquor license and pub menu. Cozy up to the bar, meet new friends, and soak in the atmosphere. Head to the new state-of-the-art spa for relaxing massages and foot soaks. Great for bachelorette gatherings and mom and daughter time. Just more reasons to love Adventure Suites. One of the top 10 theme hotels in the world. Stay in one of 19 theme suites, like the Treehouse, Nightclub, Jungle, Wine Cellar, Movie Theater, or the amazing 5-level Haunted Castle. There's nothing else like it anywhere. Each suite includes a state-of-the-art jacuzzi or hot tub and high-end video and sound technology. Come in for a free tour and see for yourself. Adventure Suites is great for anniversaries, birthdays, or any celebration. Plan your getaway now at adventuresuites.com and find them on Facebook for discounts and promotions.
Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning. Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to White Mountains today. We're almost near the end of our show, so we're going to take a look at the weather, some upcoming stuff on tomorrow's show, and of course, more Watch and Win. But first, let's dive into the weather report. An area of low pressure will bring beneficial rain to the area today, along with the chance of a few strong storms. An upper level trough will produce a few clouds and scattered showers mainly across the higher terrain on Sunday, with the remainder of the region being breezy. High pressure will build in from Canada early next week for a period of dry weather, possibly followed by some rain midweek. And today we have rain with a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Highs in the mid-60s with light and variable winds, chance of rain at 90%. Tonight we're cloudy with showers with a chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then partly cloudy with a chance of showers after midnight. Patchy fog, lows in the mid-50s, southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming west after midnight. Gusts up to 25 miles per hour and the chance of rain is 80%. And Sunday we have partly sunny skies, highs in the mid-60s, west winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. And Sunday night we have partly cloudy in the evening, then clearing, lows in the mid-40s, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. And looking at early this coming week, Monday is sunny again with 68 degrees. Tuesday, we're back in the clouds, partly cloudy, 69. And Wednesday, the rain returns and 69 degrees. And now we're going to take a look up at the summit of Mount Washington. Mount Washington is in and out of the clouds with chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Winds out of the south shifting west at 25 to 40 miles per hour, increasing to 35 to 50 miles per hour with gusts up to 60. And that's it for the weather report. And now let's take a look at what we have coming up on the show tomorrow. In case you missed it, we have Eric Wilbur of Boston.com and New England Ski Journal chatting with Chris Prue about his impressions of the White Mountains during the summer of COVID and speculating on the winter ski season. And we also have the Conway Scenic Railroad with Brian Solomon showing us a great way to take in the scenery of the White Mountains and previews of the upcoming Railfans weekend. And of course, Watch and Win. And I'm just gonna take a look at next weekend. We have our Watch and Win extravaganza. So we're giving away a Thule car top, kayak, and paddleboard rack, a Fitbit smartwatch, clothing, gear, and apparel from Patagonia and Outdoor Research, supplemental oxygen canisters for athletic activity and recovery from Boost Oxygen, CBD products from Verdania Fields, plus local restaurant gift cards and tickets to area attractions. So definitely make sure that you are calling in next weekend. But today we have another Watch and Win qualifier for our Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. So Matt, can you give me a question?
There it is. There's a question. Here we go, mountain people.
What mountain hosted the Old Man of the Mountain? A, Mount Washington, B, Mount Lafayette, C, Cannon Mountain, or D, Wildcat Mountain? This is a good one, Matt. These are some of the most well-known mountains in the area, and the old man could have been on any one of them.
Yeah, I certainly had no idea which one he was on, but I'm also from Maine, so let's figure it out. See what they can do here.
Call 603-356-6619 if you have an answer. Hello, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
Yes, B, Mount Lafayette.
B, Mount Lafayette. No, I'm sorry, that is not the correct answer.
Okay.
Again.
Well, the phone's just bursting at the seams. It knows all the answers.
The phone's being very vocal today.
It is.
Hi, thanks for calling Watch and Win. Do you have an answer for us?
Yes, Cannon Mountain.
Cannon Mountain is correct. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to put you on hold for just a second and then get some more information from you.
Thank you.
That was a good one, Matt.
Thank you so much.
I enjoyed that question. I wouldn't have known it, but recently my dad and I have gone flying my drone around Cannon Mountain just to see the area. It's been beautiful, and so it's been really fun. So that was a good question, and now we have a qualifier for the Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. So coming up, we have a lot more planned, so don't go anywhere.
Step back in time, high above New Hampshire Lakes region at Castle in the Clouds. Explore the 1914 mansion. Dine with a view on the terrace of the highly acclaimed Carriage House restaurant. Take a horseback trail ride or discover waterfalls. Along miles of hiking trails, enjoy ice cream in the fields and feeding the giant rainbow trout. Some of our operations have changed this season to comply with COVID-19 guidelines. Visit us online for these policies, procedures, and our programs.
Over 75 years ago, the Saunders family started White Mountain Oil and Propane to serve this community. White Mountain Oil and Propane was there to deliver range oil, install modern oil heating systems, and introduce new leading-edge appliances. Today, White Mountain Oil and Propane is still run by the Saunders family, and it's the area's premier energy retailer, delivering premium fuel products across northern New Hampshire and western Maine. 3 generations, that's dependability. That's White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
Weathervane Theater's 55th summer season runs August 3rd through the 28th. 6 alternating shows performed in person or live stream include Nice Work If You Can Get It, Speech and Debate, Heathers the Musical, Broadway Road Trip, Brush Up Your Shakespeare, and Top of the Charts. For socially distanced in-person shows or live streaming ticket information, go online to weathervanetheater.org.
At the base of Mount Washington, you'll discover the magnificent setting of Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Bring your own bike or rent one. Walk or hike on our scenic trail system with amazing views of the Presidential Mountain Range. Enjoy a guided kayak trip along the scenic lakes and rivers of northern New Hampshire with opportunities for wildlife viewing. Relax with breakfast or lunch at the Glenview Cafe and shop for the latest tax-free clothing, outdoor gear, and gifts at Great Glen Outfitters. Visit Great Glen Trails, Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.
We got a Subaru to give him some adventure, to reconnect and be together. And once we did that, we realized his greatest adventure is just beginning.
Welcome to the most adventurous Outback ever. The all-new 2020 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Get 0% APR financing for 63 months on select models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
Check out White Mountains TV's North Conway Village live cam any time of day to see a live video feed of North Conway Village. See live conditions, traffic, Mount Washington Valley weather forecast and alerts all in one spot. Go to the website whitemountains.tv and click on live cam. The North Conway Village live cam is presented by Zeb's General Store, an old-fashioned general store experience unlike anything else in New England.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today. We have a final Watch and Win qualifier coming up, but first, the second half of the event report. The Mount Washington Valley Chamber of Commerce would like to extend a thank you to the incredible owners and staff of the amazing and unique local businesses that make up the Valley. Your diligence in dealing with the COVID-19 crisis and necessary guidelines is very much appreciated. Hang in there and please know how much the rest of the Valley cares. As always, you can keep up to date with everything in the Valley by checking mountwashingtonvalley.org. And you can even sign up for their newsletter for further weekly updates and news breaks. This week on our website at whitemountains.tv, we uploaded a pair of interviews surrounding etiquette and traveling and recreating in the White Mountains. We asked the Mount Washington Valley Chamber of Commerce and a variety of frequently asked questions surrounding travel etiquette, and outdoor expert Mike Cherum answered some questions about the proper way to treat nature while recreating in it. The Valley has become a hot spot this summer, and the negative effects have shown brighter than normal. Learn more about how we can work together to fix it again at whitemountains.tv. Pickup service is now available at the North Conway Public Library. Reservations are required. It can be done via email or their online catalog, which can be found at northconwaylibrary.com. Exchanges can be made on Tuesdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. to noon and Wednesdays from 10 to 3. Some of the most talked about books and movies are available. Opening its first fall season with 3 productions and alternating reps on September 9th, Weathervane Theater in Whitefield is the first theater in the country since COVID-19 to be granted permission from the Actors Equity Association to hire members of the union for an indoor production in front of an audience. This September and October, Weathervane will utilize over half a dozen members in their inaugural fall alternating rep season, consisting of Little Shop of Horrors, Miracle on South Division Street, and The World Goes Round. For more information, the full release is on whitemountains.tv. For more details on these events, visit our website, whitemountains.tv. And that's it for the event report, but now let's jump into our final qualifier of the show for the Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. Matt, can you give me a question?
Sure.
Which of these New Hampshire mountains shares a name with a main mountain? A. Kearsarge North, B. Mount Willard, C. Cannon Mountain, or D. Blackcap? This is a good one, Matt. I don't know the answer to this one either.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know, Cannon Mountain gets a double appearance on the show today.
Hi, thanks for calling. Do you have an answer for us?
Hi, is it Mount Willard?
Is it Mount Willard? No, I'm so sorry. It is not Mount Willard, but that was a great guess.
They're all pretty good guesses.
They're all good guesses. Hi, thanks for calling White Mountains today. Do you have an answer for us?
Yes. Is it Cannon Mountain?
Cannon Mountain? It is not Cannon Mountain. I'm so sorry. Hi, do you have an answer for us?
It's a Dave Black Cap.
Black Cap. Is it Black Cap? Yes, it is Black Cap. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Massachusetts.
From Massachusetts. So you must be streaming.
I am, yes.
Great. Well, thank you so much for calling in. The answer was Black Cap. Have you ever hiked Black Cap up here?
I have not.
You have not. Well, it's a beautiful hike, beautiful views. It's only about 25 minutes, so it's a pretty good hike. You can get up quickly in the afternoon, bring some food. It's great.
Oh, thank you.
Great. Well, I'm going to put you on hold and get some more information from you in just a second.
Okay.
Great. And that is it for our Watch and Win qualifiers. But we also have a look at tomorrow's show and the 5-day forecast, so don't go anywhere.
Find adventure at every turn when you take a scenic drive or guided tour on the legendary Mount Washington Auto Road. Due to its remarkable location, weather, and history, the Mount Washington Auto Road is unlike any other driving experience in the eastern United States. As you climb to the highest peak in the Northeast, you'll pass through 4 distinct climate zones and have the opportunity to stop along the way to explore trails and discover scenic vistas. The summit of Mount Washington looms at 6,288 feet and is world famous for its ever-changing weather extremes and stunning panoramic views that can stretch all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. While you're on top, visit the historic summit buildings and learn more about the mountain at the Mount Washington Observatory's interactive Extreme Mount Washington Museum. The Mount Washington Auto Road. Elevate your adventure.
No matter where you are in the Mount Washington Valley, Lakes region, or White Mountains, Hospitality Maps are there to guide you. Hospitality Maps are convenient, free, and full of the area's best tourist destinations. There's one for food, another for shopping, even maps for adventure, golf, and North Conway Village. Inside, find dozens of coupons for great savings and, of course, easy to follow maps to help you find your way around. Can't wait? Get everything online at hospitalitymaps.com. NorthConwayMaps.com or NorthConwayCoupons.com.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Head to Black Cap Grill for Maine Coast sea scallops, creamy lobster, and mascarpone risotto arancini, served with a roasted red pepper and tomato coulis, and topped with a lemon chive aioli. Or enjoy a pear and goat cheese salad with your choice of protein. More at blackcapgrill.com. The Red Parka Pub in Glen is where you'll find these succulent barbecue spare ribs, a full rack of slow-cooked St. Louis-style pork ribs with their famous homemade barbecue sauce, and this 12-ounce choice sirloin, hand-cut on premises and char-broiled to order. More at redparkapub.com. At Joseph's Spaghetti Shed in Glen is where you'll find Beth's Chicken Piccata, sautéed chicken breast with fresh spinach, roasted red peppers, artichoke hearts, and garlic in a lemon caper cream sauce. Enjoy it with a loaf of fresh homemade Italian bread, a glass of Chianti, with chocolate cake or apple crumble for dessert. josephspaghettished.blogspot.com for the full menu. These mouth-watering Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips await you at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. They're grilled the way you like them, served with mashed potatoes and seasonal vegetable. It pairs exceptionally well with the Shovel Handle's exclusive Story Point Cabernet from Sonoma Valley. Menu at shovelhandlepub.com.
To find directions to these and over 20 other Valley Original restaurants, visit thevalleyoriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
Motorcycle riders love the open road, and Geico loves helping riders get to where they're going. So to help even more, Geico is giving new and current customers a 15% credit on their motorcycle policies with the Geico Give Back. And because we're committed for the long haul, the credit lasts your whole policy term. The Geico Give Back, helping riders focus on the road ahead.
Most residents of New Hampshire can tell you exactly where they were when they heard the news that the Old Man of the Mountain had fallen. Carved by glaciers 10,000 years ago, first sighted by surveyors in 1805, adopted as a state symbol and seen by over 2 million visitors a year in its 20th century heyday, the Old Man succumbed to weather and time on May 3, 2003. Today, the view of the Old Man has been restored in sorts. Thanks to the recently completed Old Man of the Mountain historic site, new generations of visitors can see what the rock formation used to look like and learn about its importance to the state.
The Old Man of the Mountain Legacy Fund is a 501c3, and we have an agreement with the state parks that allows us, over a period of years, to come down to the site of the Old Man, where the Old Man viewing area was, and create a memorial and a museum back up at the parking lot to interpret what the Old Man was and to show people where he was. And we funded, the whole process was funded by private donations, by selling benches that you see around the place here and granite stones on the plaza. There are over 1,000 people and companies and individuals and families that, in memorial in many cases, or just making a statement in many cases.
Today, the attraction consists of a museum and gift shop and a short paved walkway with interpretive panels on the history and ecology of Franconia Notch. But the highlight is a sighting of the Old Man himself.
People come down to experience the site because it is a beautiful natural site. And they come here to reflect. It's a peaceful spot. Then they come to look and see where the Old Man was through the profilers. There are 7 of them that are aimed at the cliff for different sized people, different heights of people. And so a whole family can look at it at once. And they get that image of the Old Man's face, and they can move it around and place it right on back on the cliff where it used to be. And we had a nationwide contest to find a sculptor to come up with the appropriate memorial. And we had 62 entries from around the U.S. and Canada. We ended up with a couple from Essex, Massachusetts. It was in good taste, not flashy, and I think appropriate for people who will remember the old man.
For more information on this and other cool places in the White Mountains, visit whitemountains.tv.
Welcome back to White Mountains today. We're wrapping up the show. We have our Watch and Winner coming up, and we have a look at tomorrow's show. But first, let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Today is rainy and 64 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and 65. Monday, the sun is back and 68 degrees. Tuesday, partly cloudy and 69. And Wednesday, we have some showers and 69 degrees. And now let's take a look at tomorrow's show. We have, in case you missed it, we have Eric Wilbur of Boston.com and New England Ski Journal chatting with Chris Prue about his impressions of the White Mountains during the summer of COVID and speculating on the winter ski season. We have Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad showing us a great way to take in the scenery of the White Mountains and previews for the upcoming Rail Fans weekend, and of course, more Watch and Win. And speaking of Watch and Win, next weekend we have our Watch and Win extravaganza, where we'll be giving away a Thule car top kayak and paddleboard rack, a Fitbit smartwatch, clothing gear and apparel from Patagonia and Outdoor Research, supplemental oxygen canisters from Athletic Activity and Recovery from Boost Oxygen, CBD products from Verdania Farms, plus local restaurant gift cards, tickets, and area attractions. So it's a really big Watch and Win weekend next weekend, so make sure you tune in. And now we are going to pick our Watch and Win winner for the Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. So a little imaginary drum roll, please.
That's right. That's right. It's imaginary and it's fantastic.
It's a beautiful drum roll.
That's right.
And our winner is Betty Conway. Congratulations. Woo! Fields of Ambrosia gift certificate. And that's all we have for this episode of White Mountains today. We have regular outside television programming coming up next, and enjoy your day in the White Mountains.